Hey y'all, and welcome back. My name is Tony Paradis. I'm a licensed dietitian and personal trainer, owner of Food and Fitness Online. Please check out my website down below at foodandfitnessonline.com. Today, I'm talking about why every cyclist needs to be working with a registered dietitian. I'll go into some reasons and also talk about the difference between a nutritionist and a registered dietitian. But before I begin, let me give you guys an analogy. Imagine that you've bought a $10,000 racing bike. Okay, hey, maybe you already have. Now, I want you to imagine that you need to make a major and permanent repair to that bike. Would you, A, tinker in your garage and try to figure it out yourself, knowing that you may botch the equipment? Would you, B, take it to the bike shop at Walmart, or C, if you knew a mechanic who was specialized and experienced in the bike that you needed to fix, would you take it to that mechanic? Okay, of course you would take it to the mechanic. Why would you do anything different than something that is infinitely more important than any piece of equipment, which is your body? And so many times I see people taking shots in the dark and haphazardly taking this approach to their nutrition because either they have some sort of preconceived notion that nutrition is easy, or it's just about eating fruits and vegetables, or that it's something that their cycling coach should be doing for them. That couldn't be further from the truth. I'm going to tell you guys 5 reasons why every cyclist needs to work with a registered dietitian. Number 1 is athletic physique. There's a reason why the Tour de France athletes look the way they do versus the track athletes that have those bigger, thicker muscles and they have the physiques that they do. It's because when you get to the top level of your sport, you're going to need to make your body into a machine that is specifically built to do what you need it to do. You can't be a jack of all trades. When you get to that sort of level, you can only be a master of one. And that's what a licensed dietitian, registered dietitian, can help you with. Why? Because you need to dial in your nutrition in the on and off season, which is called nutrition periodization. And you guys know that building muscle, losing fat is 80% nutrition. You can't just do it with training. So, number 1 is athletic physique. Number 2, fueling for performance. So many people think that fueling for performance just means that they're drinking Gatorade or Scratch Labs during their ride and that they're carbing up before a race. This couldn't be further from the truth. Okay, fueling for performance, look at it like a funnel, where you start, with the carb loading and your general recommendations, but as you get further and further down the funnel, you get more and more specific or more and more scientific background. It's going to help you guys dial in your electrolytes, your recovery cycles, how to deal with overtraining, how to deal with hormonal issues, how to get a competitive edge on your opponents, on the other cyclists who are hopefully not doing the same things that you're doing, and hopefully your opponents aren't as smart as you are and they're not working with a registered dietitian. It's going to give you a competitive advantage. Number 3, vitality and wellness. It doesn't have to be this or that when it comes to being healthy and also sports performance. There are times where you are going to have to make a trade-off, but a dietitian is going to make sure that not only are you achieving your optimal level of performance, but you're also building bone health, that you're building cardiovascular health, that you're keeping your hormones in control, and that also that you're having a good, healthy relationship with food, with your diet, and not getting into any of the psychological issues that sometimes we see facing athletes. Number 4 is supplement science. There are a lot of different supplements. Some work great, some are wastes of money. And what a dietitian does is what we can see in your specific situation, your specific sport, even the position that you are maybe on your team. If you're a hill climber, if you're a sprinter, whatever you do, we can look at you and your needs and your wants and say, okay, this sort of supplement is going to be specific for you in this dose at this time, rather than just getting general recommendations offline or from a book or something like that. Number 5, medical specialty. Dietitians can help you with not only the sports performance aspect of it, but if you have any sort of medical specialty needs, such as maybe if you're a diabetic, or maybe if you've had history with eating disorder, or hormone imbalances, or anything like that. A dietitian, it is well within our scope of practice to help athletes in the sports performance aspect as well as the medical specialty aspect. So, there's 5 great reasons why every cyclist should be working with a registered dietitian. But why not a nutritionist? What is the difference between working with a registered dietitian and a nutritionist? Well, when it comes to a nutritionist, I'm going to give you guys a very well-kept secret of the sports industry. Are you ready for it? Okay. The term nutritionist is not a legal term. Anybody can be a nutritionist. Nutritionist doesn't mean anything. It's like saying expert. I'm a fitness expert. I'm a health expert. Did I have to get a degree to say that? Did I have to get a license to say that? Absolutely not. When a person who is a nutritionist has simply not taken the time to get any sort of formal education, or even if they have, maybe they've gone to a couple seminars, read a couple books, but why would you want to trust your life and your sports performance in the hand of an amateur or somebody who didn't take the time to get the proper knowledge that they needed to become a registered dietitian? Who is a registered dietitian? A registered dietitian, in order to become one, you have to do 3 different things. Number 1 is you have to get at least, minimally, a bachelor's of science in nutrition. Okay, many dietitians go on ahead to get their master's degree, which is something that I'm working on toward as well. It's my master's. Number 2, you have to do at least a 1,200-hour internship along with your scholastic education. So that usually equates to 6 months, 40 hours a week, supervised internship in the fields of medical, sports, health, wellness, all those sorts of things that are important to not only have the theoretical knowledge of, but the practical application as well. And finally, number 3 is we have to take an exam to get licensed and certified within our governing board, both at the state level and nationally. So that's what you're getting when you work with a registered dietitian. A registered dietitian bases our recommendations off of evidence-based practice, off of sound scientific research, and using both the theoretical and practical application of nutrition sciences, of exercise sciences, and of medicine, of the medical nutrition part, in order to give you guys the most specific, most optimal sports performance, nutrition performance, and life performance that you guys can get, bar none. Why would you try to do it yourself? Why would you go to a nutritionist when you know that you guys can, right from the start working with a dietitian and start getting the very best in nutrition recommendations for you and for your cycling career? My name is Tony Paradis. I'm a registered dietitian as well as a certified personal trainer. Please check out my website at FoodAndFitnessOnline.com. I'm going to link that down below. I'm the owner of Food and Fitness here in Flower Mound. We do sports performance. We do nutrition performance. We help with Cyclist, which is one of our specialties, weight loss, muscle gain, all sorts of different kinds of things. You guys, you're missing out if you're not checking out the website down below. If you checked out this video, please like it, please share it with your friends, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name is Tony Paradis, once again, licensed dietitian and personal trainer, and please stay tuned. We're going to have more videos coming your way about why cyclists need to be working with registered dietitian, and even some special nutrition considerations for the cyclist. Thanks.